Hello student, how are you? Now you are staying at home for coronavirus. For this reason we have arranged an online class for you. So today I will discuss about the rules of transformation, that is affirmative to negative. First, rule number 1. If you see only or alone in this sentence এবং এটা যদি ব্যক্তি বা গডকে নির্দেশ করে তাহলে নেগেটিভ করতে গেলে এর পরিবর্তে নাউন ভার্ব সাধারণত বাক্যের শুরুতে বসে। অনলি যদি বস্তুকে নির্দেশ করে তাহলে এর পরিবর্তে নাথিং বাট যে বস্তুকে নির্দেশ করবে সেই বস্তুর আগে বসবে। অনলি যদি বয়স বা সংখ্যাকে নির্দেশ করে তাহলে not more than অথবা not less than বসে। Now you will see an example affirmative. Only he was alive. এখানে only হি কে নির্দেশ করছে, হি একটা ব্যক্তি, তাই আমরা নেগেটিভ করার সময় অনলি এর পরিবর্তে নাউন ভার্ব বসিয়ে দেব, আর কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। নাউন ভার্ব হি ওয়াজ অ্যালাইভ। Another example, affirmative, she is 10 years old. Here 10 years old indicates year or boyish age. For this reason, if we want to change into negative, she is not more than 10 years old. 10 years old. Next, we will go through the rule number 2. If we see in affirmative sentence, must, have to, has to, in some cases can. In negative sentence, instead of this, we must write down cannot, but, or cannot help. And cannot, if you want to put cannot help, you must verb plus ing after help. This is the example. Affirmative, she has to invite me. Negative, she cannot but invite me, or she cannot help inviting me. And if you see had to, in lieu of had to, you must put could not but, or could not help. plus V plus ing, because had past form, so we have to write down past form could. Example, affirmative, you had to stay home. Negative, you could not but stay home. And rule number 3. Rule number 3. In affirmative sentence, sometimes we see every plus noun, then verb, etc. Then, in lieu of every, we must write down there is no plus this noun, and then we add but, then extension we have to. In this sentence, if we try to write down the example, we will see everyone hates a liar. In negative sentence, in lieu of every, we put there is no, then noun one, extra we add but, then extension, hates a liar. And you have to know another answer in this sentence, because if this sentence comes to the exam, you have to, or you will be able to change into negative to affirmative. There is no one who, relative pronoun who we have to use, and then it will be negative, does not hate a liar. Rule number 3, and we will go through rule number 4. Rule number 4. Sometimes you see in the sentence both and or besides, and if you see both, instead of both in negative sentence, you will put not only and but also, এবং যদি দেখো যে সেন্টেন্সে শুধুমাত্র বিসাইডস আছে, তাহলে বিসাইডস এর পরিবর্তেও আমরা নট অনলি বাট অলসো ব্যবহার করব। কিভাবে করব? We will see in the example. Affirmative. She took both pen and pencil. And negative, she took not only pen but also pencil. Then I will write down an example using besides. Besides, affirmative, B-S-I-D-E-S, besides all the mangoes We ate all the apples. So if we want to change into negative, and we have to write down in this way, we are not only, but we ate not only all the mangoes, but also all the apples. And sometimes you, besides in this case, you must remember about using the besides. There is rare rules in this section. For this reason, you must remind or you must remember it. Next, rule number 5. In some sentence, you sometimes see as soon as. As soon as jodi thake, বা if you see as soon as in this affirmative sentence, you must use the structure of no sooner no sooner had then. And if I give an example, it will be clear to you. And affirmative sentence, as soon as she saw me, she burst into tears. And negative, no sooner had she seen me, then she burst into tears. And instead of as soon as, I have written no sooner had, and then you see this verb is past form, and in answering sentence we give the past participle form of the verb, because after had verb takes past participle form. And then rule number 6. In some cases, in the sentence you see some words, especially verb, adjective or adverb. If you see this kind of words in these sentences, we have to change opposite word into negative sentence. We have to change into opposite words in negative sentence, especially verb, adjective or adverb. There are some opposite words in your books and you must learn them. Example, he will remember me. He will remember me. In negative sentence, he will not forget me. Remember is verb, is opposite word is forget me. In this way, there are many words in your books and you must learn the opposite words of books. For this reason, then here it is another rule. Sometimes you see that always in lieu of always you must put down never, but এর পরে যে কি ওয়ার্ড আছে এর একটা বিপরীত শব্দ অবশ্যই বসাতে হবে। যেমন affirmative, he is always late in the class. Always late in the class. In negative, he is never punctual. Opposite word of late is punctual in the class. Rule number 6. This is the end of the class, and you practice and learn the rules of the class and practice from your exercise book. In your exercise book there are some exercise, there are some sentence in your exercise by end of the rules, and you must practice it, and if you face any problem you must connect me and I will try to solve your every problems. Okay, thank you students. This is the end of the class.